Greetings to everyone on the channel Real Facts, and today we will talk about how cute the babies of different animals can look. It is impossible to find a person who would not agree that a baby panda or a baby leopard are so cute. Every day, people immersed in their problems and troubles forget that they live in a beautiful world in which only nature can create real miracles. If you are sad or a bit depressed now, look at these beautiful babies, and I'm sure you will become happy by the end of this video. Little panda. This animal, resembling a fox and called a panda, is actually not a relative of either of them. These animals form a family for life. A female gives birth to from 1 to 4 babies at a time. The caring mother panda prepares a place for her future babies in advance. She makes it with soft grass and moss. Little pandas appear very small. Their eyes are closed. They are deaf. And can you imagine they just weigh about 3.5 ounces? Gradually, they become covered with beautiful and thick hair like their parents and turn into funny, a little clumsy, and insanely cute animals. The babies begin to leave their parents' home when they are only 3 months old. Well, before that age, they are happy living in their warm place where the female takes care of them. Skunk. Usually, on average, one mother skunk gives birth to from 6 to 10 babies. Little skunks are like kittens. They are born with their eyes closed, and only after a week their eyes begin to open. At first, they are completely helpless and are completely dependent on their mother, who feeds them with milk. Then the babies begin to grow quickly and grow stronger, and by 4 months old, they already pose a danger to others. Beaver. Newborn babies see well. They are well pubescent and weigh about 18 ounces. In 2 days, they already know how to swim. The beaver mother strictly teaches her babies, pushing them into the water. All the family members take care of their little beavers. As they grow older, babies need more attention. All children are curious, and these ones are no exception. Grown beavers do not leave their parents soon. They live with them for 2 years. Babies are taught necessary safety rules by their parents for a long time, but in the water, the whole family feels free. Pink flamingo. Baby flamingos are born immediately well-developed and active. They are ready to leave their nest a few days after birth, but they do not do this and stay with their parents for the first 2 months. During this time, adults feed them with bird milk, which is pink in color. 23% of it consists of blood. Soon, this cute baby will grow up and turn into a beautiful pink bird. Hedgehog. Even adult hedgehogs look very cute. Neat ears, bead-like eyes, small paws. You want to touch them, and some hedgehogs even allow you to do this. But what about newborn hedgehogs? A hedgehog's pregnancy lasts from 35 to 58 days, depending on the species. At a time, a female can give birth to from 3 to 8 hedgehogs. A baby hedgehog's body is 2.7 inches long, and they are born already with needles and claws. It is true that newborn hedgehogs have very soft needles, which are similar to ordinary wool, but it is not thick. If you touch their needles, you will see that they resemble rubber, something like the spikes on bicycle tires. The claws may not be well developed yet. All these things are necessary conditions for the babies to be born without doing any harm to their mother. And only on the 15th day of the hedgehog's life the needles grow and the animals become adults. Polar bear. The second largest land predator after the combed crocodile is a polar bear. They look impressive and menacing. These are large, heavy animals who are able to survive in extreme conditions. But when baby polar bears are just born, they cause very positive emotions. Cubs are born with their eyes closed and weigh less than 31 ounces. For several months, Mother Bear and her cubs stay in a specially prepared den, and by the time the babies get out of it, they already weigh from 22 to 33 pounds. They can run and play. It is thanks to mother's milk. In the wild, it is almost impossible to see a newborn polar bear. Thanks to zoos, we can. Porcupine. At a time, from 2 to 5 babies are born. Baby porcupines are born with their eyes open and with soft, light fluff instead of needles. By the end of the first month of life, they become adults. Newborn porcupines weigh only 3% of adult weight. Baby porcupines' needles are very soft and brittle, but in just a few days, they become hard like an adult porcupine has. Bat. Not everyone likes bats. In fact, you can't call them beautiful, and stories about their vampire manners do not add to bats' attractiveness, but their babies are still pretty cute. In most species of bats, females give birth to one baby at a time, and it is easy to understand why. A baby's weight can be 40% of its mother's weight, so there could not be brothers and sisters born at the same time. For some time, the mother feeds her newborn baby with milk, and she takes great care of it. Although these unusual animals are born immediately with wings and do not need to grow feathers, they still need a certain amount of time to grow to be able to fly. For example, a small brown bat can fly in 18 days after their birth, but most species begin to feed and move independently at the age of 8 to 10 days old. Husky. Huskies became very popular around the world after an amazing situation. In 1952, several husky dogs saved the whole state of Alaska. They delivered the vaccine against diphtheria in time. This amazing story formed the basis of the cartoon Balto. Be sure to watch it if you have not seen it yet. Today, husky lovers appreciate this breed for its original appearance. Husky dogs look like wolves more than other dog breeds. They even howl like wolves. Today, you can buy a husky puppy in any country in the world, but they are not cheap because there are a lot of people who want to get such a cute creature. Fennec fox. Here is the baby of the smallest fox in the world, which cannot be confused with any other animal because of their peculiar ears, which, by the way, are responsible for the thermoregulation of their body. Fennec foxes live in sandy deserts, making a large number of secret passages in their homes. A female fennec at a time can give birth to from 2 to 6 foxes, whose weight is only 1.76 ounces. Babies open their eyes at the age of 2 weeks. Until this time, from the moment of their birth, the mother fox spends all of her time with her babies without leaving the den. At the age of about 5 weeks old, the little fennec foxes are ready to begin exploring the world. Starting from the age of 3 months old, the babies go long distances from their home. However, fennec foxes live not only in the wild. Keeping these animals as pets is also common, and this, perhaps, is the rare case when the domestication of wild animals extends their life. In the wild, a fennec usually lives up to 8 years. As pets, they live up to 20 years. Panda. Of course, you know that this animal is a bear's relative. However, this bear is a bamboo bear, and with an incredibly original color. Like other bears, they are born helpless and their eyes are closed, but they are already covered with a thin layer of fur. The baby weighs about 7 ounces and is only 5.9 to 6.7 inches long. A very tender and attentive mother immediately takes care of her baby panda. The mother panda cuddles and cradles her baby. The mother does not leave her baby for a minute in the first days when her baby panda is born. But it is sad to realize that if the female has twins, she chooses the stronger baby bear and only nurtures it. However, in zoos, they manage to save the second bear by changing the babies when the mother panda does not see it. The babies open their eyes at the age of about 3 weeks old. The mother feeds them with milk for about a year, and they stay next to her from 1.5 to 3 years. The little pandas are very active and nimble. They need to be in motion all the time to learn the world, to play, and to have fun. Rabbit. In the past, rabbits were bred only for meat and skin. Recently, these animals have finally been appreciated. Pet lovers have bred many species of beautiful rabbits who can live with a person along with a cat or a dog. In addition to their cute face, these animals have a lot of other advantages. They are very quiet, make hardly any sounds, smart enough to respond to their own name, and very clean. A pet rabbit looks like a soft toy that is pleasant to hold. Often, children ask their parents to have such a pet, and adults have no reason to refuse because from the age of 5, a child can take care of their pet without their parents' help. As you know, rabbits are very fertile, so in any animal's nursery, you can buy such a fluffy baby rabbit. But it is worth remembering that it is better to take already vaccinated rabbits who are at least 2 months old. Cheetah. Nowadays, cheetah cubs do not seem to be predators, but they look like cute kittens, and of course, they cause tenderness in most people. But despite the fact that domestic cats are the closest relatives of cheetahs, grown babies behave more like puppies. They are very playful, and if they grow next to a person, they can be real devoted friends. They have common features with a pet dog, and they can play games together. Their claws are not so sharp as other feline representatives have, so they climb trees very poorly. In Asia, cheetahs replaced hunting dogs. They are often confused with leopards because they are both, in fact, large cats. But in fact, they have completely different habits and lifestyles. By appearance, cheetahs and leopards can be distinguished by characteristic black stripes that stretch from their eyes to mouth. In addition, cheetahs have a significantly smaller head and thinner body than leopards have. Wolf. Strong and dangerous wolves have very peculiar blue-eyed pups of gray-brown color. A female wolf gives birth to from 3 to 13 pups at a time. Interestingly, by 2 to 4 months old, the color of the baby's eyes changes to yellow. Only rare individuals remain blue-eyed. A wolf pup has good eyesight only on the 10th to 12th day of their life. As long as the babies are defenseless, the mother wolf is next to them. In 3 weeks, they begin to leave their den and they try meat for the first time. Surprisingly, the young generation is brought up not only by the female, but by the whole pack. The main task of adult wolves is to grow a strong generation that can survive in difficult conditions. At the age of 2 months old, wolf pups leave their den, but still they are not far from it and they learn how to hunt. Baby wolves grow very quickly and their weight increases almost 30 times in the first 4 months of their life from the moment of their birth. Hamster. The word hamster came to us from the ancient Iranian language, and it is literally translated as an enemy who throws down, in this case, corn stalks. These little animals got such a name because they jumped on the stems of plants and bent them to the ground to get to the grains. But despite this formidable name, hamsters are very common as pets. Click like if this animal lives in your house. Our pet hamsters are very different from their wild relatives, who are not only very shy, but also quite aggressive. We all know that hamsters can put food in their cheeks, but few people know that these animals also swim well thanks to their cheeks. Having put air in them, they use them as floats. Interestingly, forest hamsters of North America, like magpies, take various shiny objects into their homes. In place of a bright bauble, they always leave a stick or something else, as if making an exchange, but in fact, hamsters are just throwing away what they were carrying before. Domestic hamsters are very smart. They are able to remember their name, and sometimes they can even learn how to do a couple of tricks. Baby hamsters are born already with teeth that continue growing throughout their life, so hamsters should be able to grind them. Foxes. Foxes begin to see and hear at the age of 2 weeks old. At the same time, their first teeth appear. The mother feeds her babies with milk for half a month. At the same time, the parents teach them to eat regular food. Little foxes can live on their own 6 months after their birth. It is a pretty quick, independent life. That is all, friends. Which animals do you think are the cutest? Be sure to write in the comments below the video. See you soon. Bye.